Okay, folks, that was weird. A weird coincidence just happened to me. It's happened to me once or twice before. But, my video cut off. I made a 14.5-minute video because my channel is allowed to make videos over 15 minutes, and it cut off at 7 minutes and 31 seconds, so I have no idea why. Here we go again. I'm going to do this video one more time. This is a 2011 Hell in a Cell pay-per-view review. Just 1 second, folks. 1 second. Here we go. And I'm reading off of a pad, if anybody cares. So I'll be looking down a lot. I won't be looking at the camera. I'll be looking down a lot. So here we go. Beginning of the pay-per-view, we see The Miz and R-Truth walk through the audience with tickets bought through the box office. Christian and Sheamus were supposed to face off, and Christian was in the ring waiting for Sheamus. And The Miz and R-Truth walked through the audience with their front row tickets. And then here come John Laurinaitis and a bunch of his security people, and escort R-Truth and The Miz out of their front seat spots with legitimate tickets. So we don't see them for a while. And match number 1 resumes. Match number 1, Sheamus versus Christian. Sheamus wins with the Brogue Kick and a 3 count. So Sheamus wins that one. Match number 2, it was Sin Cara versus himself, Sin Cara. The original Sin Cara, Mystico versus his counterpart. And the original Sin Cara wins that match. So Mystico wins, who's the original Sin Cara. And I guess the stipulation for that match was whoever won the match would held the right to call themselves Sin Cara. So Mystico retains his name, his rightful name, and the imposter, I guess, now disappears. Match number 3 is a tag team match. Air Boom versus Dolph Ziggler and Jack Swagger, Vicky Guerrero's new client. Air Boom retains their title match, their titles, due to Kofi Kingston holding Jack Swagger's foot. Yeah, because Kofi Kingston's tossed out of the ring, and Jack Swagger is Kofi Kingston holds Jack Swagger's foot for the 3 count. So they retain, Air Boom does retain the tag team titles. Match number 4 is the World Heavyweight Championship match between Mark Henry and Randy Orton. First Hell in a Cell match of the night. Randy Orton goes and tries and gets the Randy Orton beats on Mark Henry forever, and finally he gets the RKO. Thinks he's won the match, and he did not. He goes outside the ring, beats on Mark Henry some more, and then tries his punt. And Mark Henry simply stands up, gives him the world's strongest slam, and Mark Henry retains the World Heavyweight Championship match, the World Heavyweight Championship. And then here's the bonus match of the night, the IC title match. An IC title match. Cody Rhodes comes out and presents himself with the original white-strapped IC title, held by such legends as Stone Cold Steve Austin, Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, and proclaims that he will be the greatest IC title holder ever, and also proclaims that he can defend the title anytime, any place, anywhere. So as he's strapping the original IC title to his waist, John Laurinaitis appears once again for the second time in the night, and says that he's gonna defend his newly appointed IC title against John Morrison. And of course, Cody Rhodes is in street clothes, and he's not ready to wrestle, and John Morrison's all ready to wrestle, and John Morrison comes close, but Cody Rhodes wins and retains his IC title. So, and then match number 6 is the Divas match. It was K2 versus Beth Phoenix. K2 brought Eve Torres, and Beth Phoenix brought Natalya out to the ring, and Beth Phoenix won the Divas Championship after interference by Natalya. Natalya grabs a microphone and taunts Kelly Kelly to cry, and while the referee's back is turned, she hits Kelly Kelly, and Natalya does with the microphone, which leads to Beth Phoenix gaining the Women's Championship. And earlier in the night, there was a two superstars, Air Boom, Kofi Kingston, and Evan Airborne were jumped by R-Truth and The Miz again. John Laurinaitis runs into Triple H's office. Triple H is pissed off that John Laurinaitis made the IC title match with John Morrison and Cody Rhodes. And anyway, John Laurinaitis tells Triple H that R-Truth and The Miz are jumping Air Boom. He runs into Air Boom's locker room, finds him laid out, and threatens John Laurinaitis that if it happens again, it's going to be his ass. So we go on to the main event: CM Punk versus Alberto Del Rio versus John Cena. Now Alberto Del Rio, very, very smart, runs. They get out there. The cage is lowered. The cage is locked, and Alberto Del Rio plays around with both CM Punk and John Cena a little bit by running in and out of the ring, and eventually they pin Alberto Del Rio in the corner and wail on his face and treat it like a punching bag for 5 minutes. And then CM Punk turns on John Cena, and they beat up each other. And then eventually Ricardo Rodriguez runs out with the steel pipe and gets into the cage. Ricardo steals the key to the cage, to the lock around the cage, and gets in the ring and tries to use it on John Cena. John Cena catches Ricardo, throws. Ricardo drops the key, and John Cena throws Ricardo out the ring. Alberto follows John Cena out and tosses him out and relocks the cage with the key and throws the key underneath the ring. So it's just CM Punk and Alberto Del Rio now. And the match continues, and John Cena is woken up forced to be just stand there and watch. Well, Alberto Del Rio taunts John Cena. Alberto Del Rio finally ends up winning the match. The cage rises, and then what happens is two hooded men, which turn out to be R-Truth and The Miz, jump in the ring, and they start beating on all three of them. The cage re-lowers, and R-Truth and The Miz bring pipes, and they start beating on the ref, and they start beating on John Cena, and Alberto Del Rio and CM Punk, and they start just wailing on them all. And the Triple H runs out there and is angry and tries to find a way in. Eventually, the whole locker room is out there. Eventually, some bolt cutters are found, and the cops are called. CM Punk, not CM Punk, but The Miz and R-Truth give up peacefully to the cops. The cops put handcuffs around them, lead them out to the beginning of the ramp, and then all of a sudden, here comes Triple H. Triple H literally jumps The Miz in front of the cops. So the cops are trying to restrain Triple H, and the Miz and R-Truth, they're screaming, charge him. I want to press charges for assault. And it all ends with the Triple H being held back at the top of the rampway, at the top of the stage, while R-Truth and The Miz are let out in handcuffs. And all R-Truth and The Miz were trying to do was show that Triple H was incompetent and was insane and willing to jump his superstars, and they successfully just demonstrated that tonight to everybody in the wide world. They gave up peacefully, and Triple H jumps them, and that shows he's crazy and willing to do anything. And so yeah, I can't wait to see what happens on Monday Night Raw with this whole fallout between Triple H and The Miz and R-Truth and John Laurinaitis. In NFL news, the Patriots beat Oakland Raiders 31-19, and the Minnesota Vikings are beat by the Kansas City Chiefs. I don't know what the score was. So yeah, 31-19. New England Patriots over Oakland Raiders, and then the Kansas City Chiefs over the Minnesota Vikings. And then the next pay-per-view is 3 weeks away. WWE Vengeance, October 23rd, I believe. 3 weeks away. I don't understand why there's so many pay-per-views all bunched up together. I don't understand that, WWE. But I hope you guys enjoyed my WWE Hell in a Cell pay-per-view review. And I hope you guys enjoyed the pay-per-view, whoever watched it, whoever bought it. And I will see you guys around. This is Coolman Jr. 88, your independent source for NASCAR, wrestling, and music news. Peace out.